Hello everyone, today we are going to explore the sixth color in this Himimia testing series, and the color is going to be greenish gray. It's not olive gray, so I have corrected it at the end. So I am kickstarting it with the Mars tone. So while I apply the Mars tone, I realized that it is a bit of pastel shade, so I had to go and apply multiple strokes carefully to get a beautiful mass tone of this color, as you can see here. And then I'm putting colors for the water and white gouache blending that is there to my brush, cleaning my brush and going ahead with the blending with water. The moment I kept water, you can see that it is nicely dispersing. That is why I said it is a pastel shade, and it is being lifted up with the brush as well. So I kept a little bit of more color and trying to blend it together with a very feathery touch, very light hand. As you can see, I am constantly cleaning my brush so that we have to see how the lightest version of this looks as well, right? Without mixing white gouache. So I am going multiple layers and trying to give that smooth feathery touch strokes. So be careful while doing, especially for pastel shades, it is very important. Then I started blending with white gouache from the bottom and in the center with a clean brush. I am mixing them together in the central area, and then from the top a thicker tone as well. Meanwhile, I started putting color for the layering and lifting part so that it dries off by the time we finishes the tint tone shade and blending with white gouache. I forgot to do it before. Generally I do this after the mask tone itself anyways, so I quickly remembered that this has to be done, so I'm doing it. Even here you can see I'm going multiple layers because it has a bit of pastel kind of nature, the shade, though this shade looks very bright, it is not too bright, and we'll find out that while checking the lifting aspect as well. So now I'm trying to blend as much as I can, how much ever it is possible. So with very feathery touch strokes, that is very important, especially while blending with white gouache and water. So just continue doing it with a very light hand at your end if you are trying such kind of gouache experiments, and we will be going to the tint soon after achieving a nice blend here. You can see how much I am trying to do this one here. So a little more time, and now shifting towards the tint tone and shade areas. So first I am keeping the color that we are testing, and then taking white gouache from the cups and then mixing it then and there itself. All right, I'm putting it a bit of tone as well because we need a grayish tone there, and mixing it with white gouache we are getting a beautiful tint shade. This can be used for clouds as well, so I liked it actually. And when mixing with the gray, I realized that the color is little less, so I added it a bit more so that that greenish gray ka undertone is there a bit. And I added a bit of black because I felt it is not proportionate enough. Now taking black for the shade, and almost it will be blackish only. Black will be dominated here because this color is a cool color, so that is why black will be dominated. And we'll be checking with the layering. So when done with a thicker consistency of white gouache, it is almost covering the background original color, and in the thinner layer as well it is almost covering, so it's like around 90%. So it's okay even if you use a thinner layer of paint, and in case of black it is completely masking the background color both in the darker as well as the diluted tones. Alright, now we'll quickly move towards lifting. So as I said, I realized it is a pastel shade from the mask tone itself. That is why the lifting is so easy, and it is non-staining as well. That is what I was saying. I observed this color throughout, and from the lifting it is evident that it is a pastel shade and it is non-staining as well. So in this way you can understand the properties of the colors, which will help you in composing your own artworks based on your color choices. Coming to my review or observations, you can see I like the tint version more of the three categories that we have tested. Lifting is so easy, hence non-staining, and blending with water is very good. I liked it actually compared to white gouache because of the dispersion that I have seen. Overall, I give this a 4-star rating, and I will be back with you all with another color testing of another color. But before that, I am adding more observations in this one, and importantly I am changing the name to greenish gray. So I realized it at the end only, like I think this doesn't look like olive gray. Somewhere something happened, so I arranged it wrongly in my 56 shade set. So that's why this mistake has happened. I'll try to not to make this mistake in the coming series of the 53 shades. So that is the sixth color of the 53 shades for this week, and I will see you in my next video where I will experiment with another color. See you soon. Until then, happy creating, and if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Happy creating.